Evening folks, another Track Tuesday. Today's video will just be about Track Tuesday and probably a session on Thursday, and then I've got a bit of a nice park run hopefully on Saturday in a completely different location. So don't forget to subscribe and follow, you don't want to miss out. Cheers. Got to keep the routine going, trying to keep the motivation going as well. It's not easy now after the marathon. It'd be quite easy just to switch off and just rest up. So it's important to keep things going. So tonight's session is 4 times a mile, all with a 200 recovery. So I'm hoping that I'll have another decent session like I did last week. Really happy about last week's run in the end. I was obviously very careful. Didn't run on the Sunday, decided to rest up on the Sunday as it's still early days after the marathon. Sensible thing to do, but obviously I want to keep ticking over, so just see what happens tonight. I'll check back with you in a little while. So as per usual, I'm nice and early. Always like to be early, whether it's a race or a session. So I'm going to do some extra little bit of stretching. Now I've had a little bit of a half a jog around the park, and then before I start my proper warm-up. Right, track session done. But it's 4 times, what was it, 4 times a mile, 4 times 1600. I was pretty pleased with how the session went. I just dug in and got it done. Splits weren't particularly, I don't think they were super quick, and I think they progressively got slower on the 4th one, but I'm going to check later with the Strava and look them times up. But another session ticked for Tuesday night, so going to keep it going. Probably won't do a recovery run tomorrow. I think it's still too early. I still need another week or so before I start getting into that routine. So the routine is for now is for the Tuesday and the Thursday. So I'll see you Thursday, and then I'll let you know what I'll plan for the weekend. Catch you all soon. As you can see, it's a little bit dark. Put the light on. It's Thursday morning. It's only 7:10. It's not quite light yet, so I'm going to make my way over to the park. So hopefully by the time I'll get there, it'll be just light enough to start the session. So doing my nice usual warm up. It's a bit drizzly this morning as well. So we've got some proper rain now. It's not even drizzle now. It's coming down pretty hard. So gonna have to be ultra careful over the park. I'll suss out the grass to see whether it's too slippery or not. I don't want another fall like last time. Saying that, I mean, I've got my different running shoes on today. I've got my heavy clunky ones, as I call them. They've got loads of grip, so they're quite good for training. So when you get that sort of when you put on the other shoes, they feel lighter and you feel more race ready. So sometimes it's good to train in some heavier, not so race friendly shoes. You see how dark it is. It's actually got darker since I left home because the clouds really thickened up. But I'll get out into the open fields and it should be a bit lighter. So it's better, a bit more light. Good way of doing a session on your own. So there's several ways you can pace out or roughly time your distance and mark it with a t-shirt or something like other people do. Myself, I normally set the watch up, but unfortunately this morning I attempted that and it didn't, for some reason it uploaded, but I couldn't get that activity to kick in. It wasn't a problem last week with the 4 minutes, so today I'm just gonna have to try and remember. So I'm gonna attempt to do some 200s. What I might do is I might go down here and then the recovery back up the other side, but because I want to do about 10 to 12 today. So I'm going to get on with it because it's pouring with rain. It's very mild though, so that shouldn't be a problem. So let's try and get this done. I'm going to work it out as I go along. So that was about 53 seconds. So it was probably around about the 200 metre mark, I would imagine. So I'm gonna try and get steadily back up to the start again. I don't really want to do my efforts on this bit here because it's slightly uphill. Sometimes you're better off doing these sessions to time, but I'm just using the length of the field, so it might not quite work out, but just to keep it simple, like I was saying, unless you've got something to mark the field out, like a towel or a t-shirt or something, I'm just doing it to a landmark, start and finish. So it's quite a good session today, the 200s. I think after the marathon I've been struggling really to open up my stride, get any sort of decent speed going. The legs feel quite tight, I say tight, but just I feel lack of movement. It's probably worse in my head than what it really is, and I'm probably not moving that too badly, to be fair. So 4 more to do. Feeling a little bit tired now, especially after Tuesday's session. So Tuesday night, that went really well, to be fair. I was not so overly pleased with my my pace, my splits, but I just felt really strong, especially on the recoveries. I like to push through my recoveries. I think it just suits me because I'm not a 10k or 5k'er. I'm more of a sort of a endurance runner, I guess. So I like, that's part of the session for me, is having short recoveries. So my recoveries were like 65 seconds, something like that, 200s. Not much. These, what I'm doing now, are like about 50 seconds. So you can see how fast you can go on a track compared to doing a grass session. There's a big difference. So, you know, anybody who's got access to a track once a week, I highly recommend it, because you just cannot duplicate that pace on the grass. So I've got 3 more now, so I'm definitely going to get it done. You know, what you do is, if you're struggling to do these sessions on your own, you have to sort of break it down, warm up, and if you're doing 12, maybe go, right, get the first 6 done, and then you count them down, so you get another 3 done, and you've only got 3 more. So now I've only got 3 left to do, so I'll do this one, and I've only got 2. I'm on the penultimate one. So it's a good way of working it out in your head how to get through these sessions. Mentally difficult. Second to last one, here we go. That's it, 1 more to go. So I've completed that session. So that's it for today, for the Thursday session. The rain's coming down pretty heavy now. So on to this weekend, park run Saturday. Also, just to clarify on my half marathon I've got planned for early March, I'm actually going to do the Cambridge half marathon, which I believe is the first weekend in March. After that weekend there is another one, the Paddock Wood, which I did do this year. I like to do that one as well, but that's going to be obviously on tired legs from the Cambridge. But my main race to aim for this year is going to be the Cambridge half, for next year rather, should I say, just to keep the motivation going, and then hopefully a marathon in April. But like I was saying to you, I'm not planning on PBing for the marathon in April, purely because I'm flying back from holiday a week before the marathon, so it's not really ideal preparation. So that might have to be this time next year for a big PB marathon next October. So don't forget, keep subscribing, thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe.